Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. We got about 45 minutes, so we're going to be quick. But thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes. There's also something new. It's called Hype. So if y'all have an opportunity to please hype my videos, I'd appreciate it. We're going to ring the bell, clear the energy, and see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. Decision, judgment. That was judgment. Judgment was in the building. Decision has been made. Someone's reign is over. Somebody no longer has a voice in the matter. Somebody, like, every time they try and speak up, something is not going right. Hey, Red Violet, Grand Rising, something is not going right. Bottom of the deck, something about some soulmates. Hey, Reverend, how are you? How are you doing? Hey, Alicia. It's like something about somebody, they should have went the distance. They should have tried with this person, but they didn't. And now they have to be at peace with someone else letting go. It's like they're watching this person right now be blessed right in front of their very eyes. And it's almost like all this spell work that someone was trying to do, it seemed like it was working for a certain amount of time, but then it just seemed to fall off. And everyone saw that whatever they was doing, it was just them trying to do something. But no matter what, it was love that came through. It was love that had the last laugh. It was love that had the last breath. The one and only Golden Ray, Grand Rising. It's time for somebody to go get their milk and honey. It's time for somebody to live the life that they're truly meant to live. But the thing is, this person has to understand it's about receiving and giving. It's about that give and take, not just expecting someone to do all the work. Spirit had to separate this person, had to have this person alone for some time so that Spirit could have a conversation with this person. This was something that Spirit had started with this person a long time ago, but for whatever reason, this person stopped even listening to Spirit's voice. Because, as we all know, the devil came in. And the devil tried to offer someone something better, but as we all know, whatever they offered was ruin. Now it's like someone is having to understand that the world is balancing itself. The universe and fate, karma, is taking over. And every time that you had something to say to them, about them, it was for their own good. Now someone is seeing that it was the people that they chose to surround themselves with that were not for their own good. Came to the point where there was one monkey that thought that they were leading the show. And they thought that they were working with someone that they had pretty tied up insecure in the situation. And this is the one that they needed to leave. You see that monkey at the top? And you see this llama with the reindeer, whatever, with the antlers tied up? That's the one that was causing the chaos. That's the one that they had to leave. That's the one that whenever they left, that person found that they no longer had any power. Even the switch is looking, even the switch is thinking. Because now someone is understanding that they should have tried to mend this fence with you, as opposed to continue to try and carry on in the same path, trying to like prove you wrong. As like we saw or said last night, someone was trying to prove you wrong because they thought that they was going to be happy. But they find out now that they're just left out to sea. And they still have to get right with God. They still have to go back and get right with God. So it's like they could have just took the short road, took the instead of taking the long way, they could have took the short way. But see, somebody wanted to take the scenic route, and they took the scenic route. Mm-hmm. But now they're having to take that same route to come right back around to be at peace with you. They got to go that same route because they know that whenever you left them, they left you. That's when the blessings left as well. They're realizing this. They're being honest with themselves. And that's why they're saying it's time for me to go back. I have to go back. Because they see that you have this new life. You're happy. Truth be told, this is what you deserve. This is what you finally deserve. It's like God knew when to bless you and bless you. Yes, indeed, you are being blessed. You deserve this. Someone is understanding that they caused chaos when they tried to leave you. But all they did was cause themselves to change. You changed too, but you changed for the better. Hey, J. Mike. This person is finding that there's no place like home. None. And they left a good life, or now they're going to go from that bad life. They left a good life and went to a bad life. Now they're leaving that bad life, trying to go back to the good life, trying to go back to you. And they know they got to fight hard. They have to work hard to get out of this fucking cycle. Someone trying to realize, why didn't they just go by the book? Why didn't they just follow suit? Why didn't they just go by the book? They would have been through all of this shit by now. But now they falls chasing shit that, and now they still got to go through all of this empty way. They're looking at you, and you made it. You done. You did the hard work. Now you coasting. Now you just allowing the blessings to come in. And this other person, they're looking at you because you had the strength, the knowledge, the courage, the determination, and the perseverance to say, this shit is not for me. I'm gone. You can have all of that. I'm so good. Like I said, somebody see now, they still gotta clean it up. They did all that fancy footwork. They was doing all these special dances, special moves. They was even incorporating backflips, three-quarter backflips, whatever the fuck that would be. They was incorporating front flips, side cartwheels. They was doing the splits. They was straddling and shit. You know, they was juggling and shit while they was straddling and shit. They was, back flipping it while they was snapping and shit. They was doing all this fantastic shit. Only to find out they still got to come and get right. They still got to. Hey, K-T14. They still got to do all that. They were so ready to create this new life with somebody else. They knew that shit was gonna work. They said, you know what? When I get with so and so, they gonna give me a leg up. That's how I know I'm gonna have everything I want, everything I need, everything I could ever hope for. And when they got there, they found out that, wait a minute, they was the only one that was giving. They wasn't even getting anything. They was the only one that was like giving. And somebody else was like, I I understand that you did this for me. I understand that you gave me this. I understand that you bought me that. But I kissed you, didn't I? I remember when we hugged for like 3 minutes back there. Don't act like I'm not giving you nothing. I'm giving you the best parts of me. My friendship. Somebody's like, what? Wait, what? Come again. Can you repeat this shit? Fuck up. Are we spinning or are we all right? Because I saw something flash. We is spinning. Okay, thank you. Okay. hmm Yeah, because this person is finding out that maybe this tribe wasn't really their tribe. Hey, Furious Pharaoh, Wolf Dog, how are you? And that's why Spirit was telling them it's time for them to leave that place and to separate, go where Spirit can be heard. Spirit had to remind this person they got some work to do. There was a conversation that they had before they got here. Spirit had to go take that person back there. Spirit let them know it's time. This is time. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Anything else? Yeah. Everything that's happening is fair. If you're receiving blessings, it's fair. It's your turn. It's your time. If things aren't going so right for you, well, to be fair, we have to look at everything that we do. Everything. And no matter what we do, no matter what somebody else tells us, no matter what someone else says, We have to always be fair. And that means putting ourselves in that position and trying to think about everything. If what we did was fair or not fair, if it was not fair, we feel like, well, if I was in that position, even if I did this or even if I said that, maybe, if we can, then we have to accept that. We have to accept all of it because I have to think about everything that I put in. But right now, someone is being blessed. They know they're being blessed. They understand it's their turn to be blessed. Especially with like them going home. I feel like someone is going home. Not leaving the 3D, going up to the 5D, not like that. But I feel like someone, yeah, like they may be changing locations. This is something that someone just imagined. Confirmation. This is something that someone imagined being able to do. Well, guess what? It's happening. It's happening because it's you're past it. You're no longer you're past the time where it was okay to get you involved in this chaos and this conflict. Now it's time for you to live for you. You have to decide. It's time. It's time for you to live for you. And do not apologize. Do not feel bad. Do not feel awkward. Do not feel sad. Do not worry about somebody else because guess what? They're going to find that way the exact same way that you found yours. Remember how blessed you are and have been throughout all of this. You wouldn't have learned the lessons that you learned had you been coddled. You wouldn't have known how to get from this to this had somebody protect, just carried you. You had to be orphaned. You had to be completely alone. You had to be pushed out to the wolves in order for you to find out that you are a leader. You were born to lead the pack. This is why Spirit's letting you know the old life, that's what you need to call it. No, my old life, but in my new life. And that's how you need to say it. In my new life. Because right now, you need to claim it. Because it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. Spirit said right now, it's time for you to go. Spirit said, listen, it's time for you to have this new life. Spirit said, accept it. Accept it. Because guess what? Actually, someone is coming in and it's going to be a great relationship. This is what you deserve. This is justice. This is your fair due. And someone is going to be thinking like, how did is this the truth? Is this really my soul tribe? Is this really part of my soul tribe? And yes, accept it. Let's get down with the get down. Let's see what's really going on. We got 25 minutes. Bottom of the deck. Something about something coming back around. Ooh, yep. Somebody caused some conflict. Somebody was trying to be at odds. Somebody was trying to put somebody else at odds. Somebody thought that they could overpower. confirmation, double confirmation. But see, something new is happening. A new money opportunity is happening for this Queen of Swords. Somebody's about to be blessed. Like, I don't know, I just heard that song. It's a whole new world. That's all I know of it. This is something that somebody, a new start that somebody has only dreamt of. They get to start over. They get to do something that they always wanted, they only dreamt of. And you know why? It's like this is somebody that they met, this King of Cups. And then this, it's like this person is in their heart space and they feel like they're connecting with you on a very deep level. On a very deep level. This person knows that they're at a fork in the road. And they have to leave all of this heartache, this disappointment, this heartbreak, this staying up late at night, this trying to win at all costs. They got to leave that shit. Someone has to go towards you. They have to start over. They have to make a move. And they got to try and balance this whole situation out. They got to start with their money first. Someone may have to move just to balance their money situation out, just to actually find a position that actually suits them, that actually promotes them, that actually is worth their while. This is this is almost like somebody is they get an offer, something to work with this company, or get some news about this inspiration, this opportunity, this brand new company or something. It's almost like starting, like this. How they have like a startup company. I'm kind of feeling like a startup company, and everybody starts at the bottom. But this is like going to be something, where this is something that's starting off. It's a startup company and it's starting from the bottom. And guess what? Someone can't tell anything about it, doesn't know anything about it, can't find anything about it. Someone whether this is a Leo, a hating Leo, or somebody that would try to get in the middle of something. This is somebody they can't find something and they're upset. They're upset because, listen, whatever you are creating, it's growing. Your star is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger because the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. Yeah, it's almost like you're just kind of keeping things to yourself. You're keeping things to yourself right now. You're not really saying a lot, but somebody they are really looking at you. This King of Wands is really looking at you because they see that you got a future. You got a good future. This person is not saying a lot too, but it's almost like you like read them and they see that you got a good future because they're not saying a lot, but you was on point. You was on point, especially whenever you was telling them about this pain that they felt, how they had to start over. Something. You described something like to a T. This is when this person knew you was the one. This is when this person knew you was the one. You was the one. Especially because they know that they cannot get anything over you. They cannot pull nothing over you because you're going to see it. You're going to see it because guess what? They know that you're very connected and this is how you make your money. This is the work that you do. This is very, you're very connected to spirit, and this is the work that you do. They see that in you. They know that, you know what, we could make money doing this. We can make money doing this. So this person is going to have the courage to come and talk to you about this. They want you and this person, to be together, because not only does this person care for you, like you, see a future with you, but they know that, you know what, y'all can make some money together. hmm And they want to do this sooner. I feel like they want to do this sooner than later, but at the same time, they want to make sure everything is right. It's like they want to try and map it out. They want to kind of get together. They want to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about. Let's okay. Well, let's put it map it out. We're gonna put the plan in place. Okay, but it's not gonna happen today. It's gonna happen over on this day. But we're gonna put the plan in place. That way, it gives all the rest of the dominoes an opportunity to fall in place and everybody to be where they need to be. Yes, indeed. Exactly. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. It's like they putting the plan in place. It's not happening right now with the seven of pentacles, but everybody's planning for it. They're putting everything in place so that on that particular day, that on that particular day, when things start, when spirit says this is go time, everything is happening. They creating, they doing, and everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. And listen, people they can rest it. Everybody loves it because it's very healing. It's very healing. Everybody loves this because everything about it, everything about it is healing. And this is something that people they can work on diligently for themselves. They can come at their own pace. They can work on themselves. They can do this, they can do that. It's something that like you going into like the mystical store, but it took a plan. So we had to get the location, then we had to get the location straight, then we had to, you know uh we had to bring in everybody, Red Violet had to come from here, J Mike had to come from here, whoever had to come from here, everybody had to be in, and at that, just, and then now it's everybody's working together, they do this, that, and the other, and now, okay, now the mystical store is open. Hey, everybody's coming, they checking it out, but they're finding out, okay, we got this over here, and then we sell on this section is over here, and then over in this section is this. But then you can go out into this section, and you can read, this. But then we're offering this class, this course, and then underneath the moonlight, it's like something like that. Something like that. It's like someone had to think, how can I make $1 out of 15 cents? How can I make $1 out of 15 cents? I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. I know what the hell I can see with this one, not with these, but this one, not even the four of these, with this one, that fifth one. Someone sees how you really bring a lot to the motherfucking table, and they can make some good money with you. They just have to make sure that people don't get greedy. That's what it is. Or make sure that someone isn't cut out, or people get, because something happened in the past. There was something that happened in the past, and it had to do with greed. It had to do with greed. Yep. Because somebody said what they want to do now is they want to put everything on paper. They want to put everything on paper. Everything is set out, so there is nothing like that. Yep, you can't make this up. So everybody knows what the fuck is going on. But then somebody that has a discernment to set everything on paper to make everything legal. Yes. What's the message? I didn't already get the whole message. Shit, talking about some. What's the message? What else is the message, Spirit? What else? What's the message? Thank you. Yep. Okay. So somebody, they're going to have to understand, it's like Spirit is moving someone forward, and they're going to have to understand that, where they're at is really not where they're meant to be. They're actually meant to go make their money elsewhere. It's like they're going to be doing something that they, are here to do, that they have their contract with Spirit to do. Somebody's going to have to understand that it's time for them to leave. That it's over, and then their contract wherever they're at is over. That this is something that they have that new contract. We talked about that. Someone said, "Okay," the Spirit said, "No, okay, no. You forget that you and I had a conversation. Okay, you forget that you and I had a conversation before you even got here. You told me that you was good. You said God, I promise." You held your hand up to me. You said, "God, I promise." Now I'm here to collect on that promise. Yep. Yep. See, somebody allowed basically the world to kind of get them off track. Like they say, I'm not of this world. I'm just in this world. Spirit said, remember that you are not of this world. You are just in this world. That way it's easier to remember what we got to do and where we got to go and who we got to be with. And the reason that we're having this issue or we feel these ways is because we're not with our soul tribe. Our soul tribes, our family members may be on the other side of the world in different places in different states. So it's time. It's like, with the internet, thank God. Right now we got the internet to connect us, but it's going to come a time, it's going to come a day, it's going to come a place that we're going to have to do that. Like they say, boots on the ground. Can't make this up. It's going to come a time and a place we're going to have to be boots on that ground with the Ace of Wands. When the high priestess, like, understanding what the mission is, what the need is, it could still be over the internet, but it has to be, because everybody, some people don't know that they need healing. Some people just need to see something, confirmation. Some people need to see something or hear something or know that they can go somewhere and ask questions, see for themselves. You cannot make this up. They just have to have that curiosity to go and ask for themselves, ask questions and get the answers. Like they say, if you build it, it will come. If you build it, they will come. What's the message? Hey, James and Biscuit. Hey, Deborah. Boy, I haven't seen anybody. Hey, let me see. Hey, Shaya, how are you? Yeah, something is getting ready to happen quickly. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's some stability that's coming through. Confirmation. What's happening? We got 10 minutes. Yeah. It's something that this is some type of stability that you've actually fought for. You fought the good fight. You've had to balance everything, balance yourself. You definitely had to balance out, who you chose to be in business with and love with, because instead of you just jumping at the first person, you said, I'm not just going to jump at the first thing, because you understood jumping at the first thing was going to bring conflict. So you decided to take your time and make a wise decision. And that's why you can see everything clearly. That's why everything is now coming into play. That's why spirit confirmation. That's why spirit is turning everything in your favor. You're going to have everything that you could have possibly ever wanted and needed. Listen here. This is the truth. This is the truth. Spirit said the old bullshit is over. You have cut yourself free from the old. And now this is the truth. The old is over. Now you have that death and the rebirth. This is a celebration of your rebirth, and you are going to be so shocked by what a rebirth it is. This God said this is a message from me. God said, hear me. God said, hear me. But for right now, my job said, get on that computer and do these straight 8. I was like, all right, I hear you. Y'all, let's get excited about life. Let's get excited about this opportunity. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I'm getting ready to close it down here. I will see you this evening. Let's have a wonderful day. Thank you. I love you. And we'll speak soon.